Hello, hello, my green skins, and we are on another Chuck Norris month, and we are on Invasion USA. So, what did you little recap here before we get to the story? What did you think of Chuck Norris's Invasion USA? There,
I'm gonna say this now. This is actually my favorite Chuck Norris movie of all time so far.
yeah, this is one of my favorites too. It's a little slow in some areas, but it's actually a lot. It's a lot better than others. So let's break her down. So we'll start with the story because it seems the story seems to be the big beast that we seem to be doing the most of. So what did you think of the story? Or what did you think of the story of Invasion USA? Which there is.
Well, the reason why this is my favorite is because you don't have to pay attention to a goddamn thing to enjoy it or to know what's going on because even the movie doesn't know what's going on.
No, the movie knows. It's just okay. Here's my way of looking at it. America's enemies have come to roost, and it takes local crocodile hunter Chuck Norris, and and his armadillo and his twin Uzis to save the day and defeat the bad guys because America's enemies are everywhere. And America, fuck yeah. This is you know what? This is Team America before Team America.
Yeah, this is the, what do you call it? Spiritual success. Oh, no. Spiritual precessor, right? Precursor.
Yeah, Precessor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in this movie, we have literally every single one of America's enemies. We have the Russians, the communist Russians. We have Islamic terrorists. We have Genghis Khan. We have orcs from Middle Earth. We have Starship Troopers.
We have Zulu Warriors.
We have the Zulu Warriors. We have Confederates riding on horses.
Yeah, we got all of America's enemies. We
have Nazis and UFOs.
And then we got Canadian Nazis, which are even worse.
Oh, and the British.
Yeah. It just kind of goes on. Okay, this movie starts off where it's a bunch of unfortunate people that quickly realize they're in a Chuck Norris movie. They're immigrants that are in a Chuck Norris movie, so they know they're going to die. So they end up dying.
No, they thought that they were going to be saved by the or the Coast Guard, and then instead they got shot the fuck up by every single cast member from Predator shoots the fuck out of them, and especially Sean Black, who who just did not want to stop shooting their dead bodies.
Yeah, that his character. It is kind of funny how much we were like, wow, that looks like what's his face in this movie. There's a lot of that looks like what's his face in this movie.
It's Sean Black, right? Isn't that the guy from Predator, the nerd guy with the glasses that wrote the later ones?
No, it isn't Sean Black. I know it's not Sean Black. It's just that it reminds me of Sean Black. So Chuck Norris isn't a part of this beginning scene. They kill everybody. They actually kill the Coast Guard to get to the ship so they can get drugs. So they can give it to
a drug dealer at a local whorehouse.
A local whorehouse, which, by the way, that was fucking a fun scene. So we get to meet our big bad, our first.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that scene with the hooker. Wow, like holy crap, is that violent? And we get.
You had to see it to believe it.
Yeah, we get introduced to Rusov, or as I like to call him, cock shooter. You get caught up.
Cock off.
No, cock shooter. You get caught up in the cock shooter. Because he literally shoots people. He shoots people in the crotch twice. Like, he puts a gun down there and bang, 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 bang. I'm like, dude, once maybe. Twice, you gotta go, well...
Yeah, but he does it to every single person in the whole movie.
No, I wish he did, but that'd be more funnier. But no, he doesn't. He shoots this guy up. So he shoots up.
He's like RoboCop in the porn parody where he's just shooting all the cocks off of the rapist.
So he shoots up. He shoots he murders this hooker in a very violent way. I'm not gonna. Wow, that's a violent death. Then he kills the drug guy because they're going to betray him. And then they fuck off. And then it leads to them like getting all these bad guys. And then it just leads to these bad guys going around the country killing people. Like they go to this place where everyone wants to live, and it's Christmas in suburban America.
Yeah, he's like little kids on bicycles in the middle of the fucking night, and then there's like these little kids trying to put like stars up on the Christmas trees in the front yard. Yeah. So it's like a very peaceful white neighborhood when the tree's outside.
Yeah, when the Christmas tree's outside, it's a peaceful that. So you got that nice suburban neighborhood, and cockshooter Rustov. He gets his bazooka. He puts on his Metal Gear Solid bandana that gives him infinite ammo, and then just starts fucking blowing the whole place up. Like, it's fucking crazy the level of like bloodshed. With I mean, there's no qualms about it either. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This literally is a bloodbath. Like, people do die.
Well, just to be fair, these scenes where like the people are getting blown up, all these citizens and innocents. Yeah. There is no actual like blood. They just show the buildings blowing up, and then they'll have like some people running out of the buildings like all dizzy,
all fucked up, and they're covered in blood. Like I said, that's
all discombobulated.
Yeah. Like that little girl comes walking out, and she's just fucking like right fucked up. And you got like her sister who's necking a guy in the car, and she goes.
Yeah, she was giving some guy some neck in the car.
Yeah, she's getting some fun time. Anyway,
she was sucking that guy's.
Oh, okay. No, back that up.
Slaps it right out of her mouth like a cigarette when the people shoot the cigarette out of your mouth.
No, come on, man, come on. Too far. Back that up. I gotta get a censor bar for you every once in a while. Jesus fuck. You crazy psycho. Okay, so didn't you know 4chan died?
It's been revived, bitch.
So as time goes on, they basically finally go after Chuck Norris. And then they kill his Native American, which is really wrong because, Zach Morris needs that guy.
No, you bastard. That was before the whole house exploded.
No, I know. But this is like, we're kind of leading up into the the fact that Chuck Norris gets involved.
All right, here, let me rephrase it. So they kill the Native American guy who, he just got done helping Zach's, what's his name?
Zach Morris, Saved by the Bell.
Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. He was just helping them understand like how smoke signals work. He comes home and then he finds his
Okay, it's the same actor. It's the same actor, actually a well-known actor. I don't know his actual name, but he was a well-known actor.
I think it's pronounced Del Birdie. And here he plays as a character called John Eagle.
So John Eagle gets wiped out. And then, so Chuck Norris with his armadillo goes on a ramp. It's an interesting movie for a lot of the stuff, but it is super violent. Like literally, like they start race wars in this movie. Food shortages kick off. Like the whole idea is that these terrorists are basically trying to start.
And it has nothing to do with modern day.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely nothing to do. There's no connections at all to modern day with this movie. It's in a time capsule. Yep. We cannot relate to it at all.
Yep. Exactly. So after this, Chuck Norris goes on. It basically it's Chuck Norris going on a fucking blood-soaked vengeance, and it's kind of funny because it goes for these really hardcore serious moments, and it's like it kicks into a one-liner out of nowhere, and it's just watching Chuck Norris kick ass, and this guy and Rustov shoot people in the crotch
and shoot ass.
Yeah,
he came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and he's all out of ass.
Yeah, like that's the whole movie. Like it even gave birth to the Chuck Norris meme. Chuck Norris doesn't, sleep; he waits.
Yeah, because he's just waiting. He's on his bed waiting for like the main bad guys to come. Well, I don't think it was the main bad guys. I think it was the cops, so that he can trick them.
Yeah, it's all about getting Rustov upset, and that's the whole point of the movie. Is this is him having this one-man war against the group of fucking crazy son of a bitches that are basically here to try to are here to wipe out America.
Yeah, big conglomerate of every terrorist known to mankind.
Yeah, that known against America, and they don't succeed. They end up getting wiped out by America's forces because they follow Rustov into a blaringly freaking easy trap to like that trap was a joke.
Yeah, they all enter this giant like compound or building or whatever, and they're like shooting everything except for people because there's like blowing up papers, they're like shooting at desks.
And there's nobody there, yeah.
They're opening doors and they're just like shooting those up. Empty rooms everywhere, but like everything's covered in balls.
Yeah. Weren't you talking about that? How this, all that squibbing and shit, that probably took forever to do.
Oh god, like some poor bastard had to like smash their hammer into the wall every single ball hole. So that must have been a long day. I was reading too that like Chuck Norris said that like a lot of these like scenes, they take like about 5 months to like to shoot. When he watched it back, he's like, "This wasn't worth the time that we took to make this movie."
Yeah, I think this is one of Chuck Norris's most expensive movies too, if I remember correctly, because like $12 million.
Yeah, it was $12 million, which is double of what Lone Wolf McQuade cost.
Yeah,
and I think Octagon was even cheaper than that one.
Yeah, it was. No, I think like out of all of them, like I can't think of any other movie that was more expensive in the Chuck Norris vault. Like this definitely earned Canon its firing shot there, because this made double its money, which is really kind of funny because the critics hated the fuck out of this movie too, right?
Oh my, yeah, critics despise this movie. They thought that it was like the most mindless, stupidest thing that they've seen, and that's like a big waste. And they're like, well, maybe some Rambo fans would like enjoy this. It's like, dude, this is just a generalized action movie that is meant to just show you, like, action movie stuff. Explosions, guns, terrorists, main character kicking violence, yeah. Titties, yeah, there's titties in this movie, but they're like...
Titties.
It's kind of weird because, like, there's naked women, but they're also kind of shadowed and, like, hidden in, like, the background. And
hey, it doesn't matter.
One part I loved.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, there's one part I love where, like, it's like a bartender, and he's, like, wiping off the whore to make sure that she's like not too soggy, I guess.
I don't remember that scene, but okay. It's overall a fun movie. Like everything about it's fun in a lot of ways, and it just, like I said, has a great story. Like it's a simple story. It's literally Chuck Norris versus Rustov, which I can't remember the name of the actor, but the actor's been in a lot of movies too. That guy's like a well-known actor as well.
Richard Lynch.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. And it's...
So, Dick Shooter Lynch.
Yeah. So, it's a great movie.
Oh, but he was actually in Star Trek, yeah. This guy was in Star Trek.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if the native guy was in Voyager. Because there's a scene in one of the Voyager episodes. There's a scene with Chakotay. Chakotay is, like, traveling with his grandfather or his father to go talk to these people when he's younger. And then he runs into a tribe that has the same thing in the Delta Quadrant. It's a huge, huge story arc. We won't get into that. So, what did you think of the music for this one?
It was generalized, cliche action 80s music, but that's what I loved about it, because it was just generalized 80s action music.
Yeah, it was great for that. It's like that.
And then when it's like quiet, it goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah, so we had some
like that kind of stuff.
There's some fun music in it. Like I said to a friend of mine, I was talking to him a while ago about that. This movie has like everything to be a video game.
Totally, yeah. Like if if you had this as a game nowadays, it would be like if Postal had you fighting against. Well, I mean, in that game you have like a bunch of terrorists, right? In Postal 2.
Well, no, Postal's just insanity. It all depends on the person, but
okay. So like, imagine a Postal 2, but like it's a bit more grounded, and you're trying to be a bit more like a first-person shooter, like a Duke. I don't know. Those things are wacky, but it's good for a shooter.
You know what it reminds me of? There's a video game called Mercenaries from the PlayStation era.
Like that, yeah.
That's kind of what this could be, Mercenaries, or or something similar to a Just Cause without that stupid grappling hook. Although, Jesus fuck, you can't.
Or like the first Far Cry. Like if the first Far Cry was in Florida.
Yeah, like they Yeah, that would be a good idea. Like I said, it's a fun action for that. The music's okay. Now here's the big question. Now, what did you think of the stunts in this movie? Because that, holy fuck, yeah.
Oh hell, dude! Here's the thing: every single stuntman deserved their paycheck that
Oh
day.
yeah, oh yeah,
They did some crazy shit in this
yeah,
movie,
yeah,
especially that woman who was being pulled by her nappy-headed weave,
yeah.
and she was being dragged by like the
Oh
car,
no, shit.
and then like being smashed
Oh
into.
yeah. Because there's a fucking scene where they grab this poor woman. Like this, these women are shouting at some guy because he's being
This random woman just grabs her by the fucking hair,
grabbed her by the hair,
and drags her like a caveman across the highway.
then wrapped around her, held gripped on. I don't know why he kept her. He could have just let go of her at any time.
He could have just shot her in the head like he did with everybody else.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, like he could have just killed the guy. And like this guy could. And like I mean, they go down the fucking road. They do a jump with this woman. Like I'm assuming she had to have been strapped into the fucking thing. Like they had probably because she was wearing a yellow vest. I'm assuming that was to hide the actual vest that she was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they probably had a harness strapped into her. But I mean, that jump had to fucking hurt.
Her ankles were swollen that day.
Like holy shit! And it's such a crazy scene. It ends up with this giant explosion. Well,
Oh,
even
yeah,
the scene
because-
with the explosions near.
Wait, let's still talk about that one specific explosion, because the way the car is driving towards a whole bunch of other cars just lined up, it looks like it's supposed to have a ramp that just has them go up into the air and then explode, but they explode into the cars and then like...
No, you see the scene where I actually figured that out when we watched that. I've seen this movie a lot because it's a great movie. You see a scene where they actually go in past a baseball game.
It's like a used car lot.
No, it's a baseball game.
Oh, never
So there's
mind.
all these cars are parked at the baseball game. So the fucking thing goes boom. And then, like I said, there's another scene where they have another scene where they're stunting, where they have a guy put a fucking thing on a moving fucking bus, and the guy gets run over by a fucking
The car.
run over by a car. Like
Yeah, he just rolls over it. Dude, that fucking must have hurt his leg. That hit him hard.
that did look like that hurt. Like that did not look like it was like that looked brutal. So no, this movie is fucking brutal for stunts.
Yeah, like if you're somebody who likes that kind of movie, like what's that movie from Quentin Tarantino with the cars? Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know.
What's that movie called?
Death Machine?
Death Proof. If you like Death Proof or something similar to Death Proof, this is your movie for like stunts and action.
Oh yeah, there's great action explosions. Like they blow up almost everything, and like I said, it's just like it gets violent, like really violent. Like they have when they start that race riot, like everything about this is just amazing stunts.
You know, that was my favorite part.
It culminates with yeah, I know. It culminates it culminates with one of the best scenes and the best endings in any fucking movie. The fucking bazooka duel. That fucking scene
Oh my god.
is so epic.
Like, you know how in westerns they would have like the
Yeah.
high noon and they're just supposed to like pull out the gun that's like
Yeah.
faster than the other guy? Here, it's like the opposite, where they're trying to like open the bazooka as slowly as possible and then sneak up on the guy to blow him up with the bazooka.
He actually like fucking says like it's time as you hear the slide of the fucking bazooka. I'm like Jesus fuck, like that's amazing. That is one of the best scenes.
And when he blows him up, it's like an actual like blow up a body, because through the window you can see like arms, legs, and like his own cock just like fly through the window.
Not his own cock, but yeah, you get to see some blood. It actually does have a red mist blood explosion. I'm assuming they shot like an entire fucking like they probably had like not a mannequin but something similar to that.
Like a mannequin or something.
Yeah, like they used a mannequin with a combination of other stuff that they combined with that, but that explosion was fucking sweet. And I mean, like you end a movie with a goddamn fucking rocket launcher duel.
Yeah, and then that's when the movie just ends. It just like has like Chuck Norris drops his smoking bazooka, boom,
Walks
end.
away.
Again, just like an octagon.
Yeah, perfect fucking end to a movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's Invasion USA. It's one of those movies I usually tell people, like you were talking about this. You said it's fucking if you want a starter movie for people, this is it, right? Like this is the starting. This is the movie you'd want to show someone if you wanted to show Chuck Norris.
This is the gateway drug to become a Chuck head.
This is like what'd you call it? Chuck cocaine or something like that? Chuck cane or whatever.
I think I'll say like something like Chuck Norris meth or something stupid like that.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was.
Crystal Norris.
Crystal Norris, yeah. This is pure Crystal Norris rock here. Rammed up a fucking stripper's nose with a fucking metal pin.
And then have her thrown out the window. Then she explodes too.
Yeah, fuck that scene. That scene is like, wow, that's next level shit, that scene. Like when I first saw that the first time.
Wait, so are we talking about fight scenes yet, or are we gonna save that for later?
We'll talk about fight scenes. What did you think of the fights? There isn't much of a fight scenes in this movie. Like literally, it's Chuck Norris dominating everybody.
Well, no, because my favorite fight scenes were that one guy. He goes to see the hooker in like that strip club / bar, mm-hmm. And then Chuck Norris comes out with a knife, stabs him in the same hand that John Eagle shot him with. Mm-hmm. So like his hand's all bent out of shape, and then. He fucking just stabs him in the same place. So, just like in Lone Wolf McQuade, there's a black guy that gets injured in the same spot twice.
Yeah, and Chuck Norris, well, the broken beer bottle was another thing. Like, there's some really cool scenes in this.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
What did you think of the acting? Like, the fight sequences, there weren't much in this movie. Like, I hate to say it, like, where Octagon had an amazing fight sequence with that weird fucking guy that sounded like a hissing cat.
Yeah, here there wasn't much acting. Like it was just hey, here's some information. The bad guys are doing stuff. I guess only the villain was trying to act the whole time. Only he had like a director telling him what to do.
Yeah, I know. It was just Chuck being fucking menacing, and Chuck doesn't.
Yeah, because he had the main bad guy. He's like sweating. He's like all burnt up, and he's like shaking. He's gay with his gay lover. His gay-coded lover.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of the character, because the character, like, I think he acted good. I think that was a good villain, and it was a violent villain. I don't like the whole shooting people in the, to quote South Park, dude, you don't shoot someone in the dick.
Yeah, he pulled the Butters every time.
Yeah, he's pulling a Butters every time. Which, holy fuck, blonde hair.
But he, like, put the gun, like, straight into their pants. Like, he made sure he didn't miss.
Yeah, he made sure not to miss. But it's just like, that, it was a great, that was my only gripe with that character. Otherwise, I enjoyed the fuck out of this, the movie as a whole. Like, everyone, there are moments of awesome in this movie. There are moments of fun. Like, the one scene where they have, Rustov is talking to his buddy, and his buddy's like about to blow up this. He's gonna blow up that bazooka scene where they blow up that entire like suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
That scene with them was just like fucking boom. Like he's like, no. I want to murder innocent women and children. No.
But no, I want to use the infinite rocket launcher.
Fuck you.
I'm the one that put all the effort into Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
I'm the one that beat it on hard mode.
Fucking right. Yeah. Fucking yeah. And they fucking, like I said, it's funny how close, like, it's a lot of scenes are just like that. There's some decent acting, but it's so little, because it's mostly just watching, like, once it gets there, like, once the bad guys get there, and they get in their trucks, and they drive down the road and stuff, once all that shit's done, we move right to fucking Chuck Norris just killing people.
Here's the thing about the movie that I really enjoy. This is why I think it's such a great movie. So, it starts with explosions and killing, right? A little bit of downtime. Explosions and killing again. A little bit of downtime. Explosions and killing again. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no...
roller coaster.
Yeah. In Lone Wolf McQuade, it was too much downtime before any action happened. And they saved it all for the very end of it. This is like... It's like a perfect sandwich of like downtime and action, so that you can enjoy it in beats, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and it is, yeah, and it's all basically, the downtime is all about them just fucking explaining what's...
Yeah, telling you what the fuck is going on, just so they can set up the next action scene.
Basically, that's basically it, like everything is about
They're like, look, there's all these explosions in this village, there's all these explosions in this neighborhood, we hope they aren't going to blow up the mall also, and then the guy... who looks like Screech from Saved by the Bell. He goes ahead and sets up a bomb in the mall on Christmas Day.
Yeah, and some guy follows him down. I got your package! And I'm like...
He's like running with the bomb in his hand.
I'm like, why are you chasing some motherfucker? What, like, okay, the guy is...
And he's like to tell his security, stop that guy, he forgot his bomb. And then
package. Well, like, no, sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe because I saw Invasion USA and I've watched other movies. I also know a lot about certain things exist. If I see a motherfucker get up and walk away with their package and like just leave their package out of fucking nowhere, and I'm leaving. I'm like, yeah, no, that's.
Oh, that's a reaction like post 9/11. Like before that, we were like, hey, I'm going to be a good Samaritan and I'm going to help this guy. You really forgot your briefcase. It's like this guy's like Lloyd Christmas in Dumb and Dumber. Excuse me, Mary, you forgot your briefcase coming through. Don't worry, I'm a limo driver.
I know. It's like he chases him down and it's just fucking hysterical that they just. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, why are you chasing this guy down? This whole movie is, I know we sound a little discombobulated, but that's kind of how this movie is. This isn't a start to finish. Like, it literally is like you cut to the violence, you cut to this, you cut to that, you cut to this.
Yeah, you don't have to care about the plot. Just know that Chuck Norris has to fight the main villain, and the main villain is like gathering up all these forces to attack Gondor, because this is like the Lord of the Rings of fucking action movies.
No. Let's just fucking say it. Okay, there's one thing you gotta say.
Okay.
Bazooka duel.
Bazooka duel, okay.
Bazooka fucking duel.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. Bazooka duel. Like, we literally could have not talked about all this insanity. We could have just said bazooka duel.
And then boom, the review's over.
Yeah, the review's over. Bazooka duel. But I like saying that, bazooka duel.
It's hard for me to say. It's a weird tongue twister.
So, what do you want to give Invasion Bazooka Duel?
All right, Bazooka Duel USA. I'm gonna give it. Fuck, because here's my issue with it. Yes, it is a big conglomeration of like all the great action movies, like Die Hard. What else was there? Red Dawn. It takes after Red Dawn with the whole terrorist thing. What's the other movie we said it's related to?
A lot of this shit is before.
It's like Rambo, Red Dawn, Die Hard, Team America. It's like all these put together, but because the plot is so hectic, and because what?
All these movies.
Oh, is that it?
What was that?
You fucking killed me. You interrupted like 500 times just to say, oh yeah, all those movies.
No. I actually, what I wanted to say before my device just basically said, fuck you, because we're watching this from a distance, and my internet cut out. What I wanted to say was, yes, but all those movies came first.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean, like, this movie, sorry, all these movies
came after.
Like, this movie came first.
This movie came first. So, that's what's crazy about this movie is that it practically inspired all those movies, but because there's a lack of actual substance to this movie, I'm not sure if I can give it like a 10 out of 10 like I would normally do. This is more like I would say like 7.5 or like an 8. This is a little bit better than the Octagon for me.
I would say this is a solid 8. This is a solid 8 for me.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's a good movie. Go watch it. It's worth. Again, Bazooka Duel.
It's not going to challenge you mentally. It's not supposed to be like goddamn, what's it called? The 2001 Space Odyssey. It's not a Christopher Nolan movie like all these stupid critics want it to be.
Yeah, no. But that's the funny thing. There is a story to this. There is actually an epic story. There is actually like, you do watch the making of these terrorists, how they get there, how they steal money. They steal all the drugs from the Colombian cartel, how they fucking use it to finance their own fucking weapons. How they fucking, sneak in mercenaries and fucking people from all over the world. All these terrorist groups that come into America. You get to see every bit of it from one end to the other. It's just a matter of, like, it has a story, but then you get fucking Bazooka Duel at the end. Then you get, like, America fuck yeah moment. You got all these fucking soldiers blowing shit up.
Yeah, then you get, like, school bus about to explode, and then instead Chuck Norris takes the bomb from the school bus, throws it back at hey, you forgot this, throws it back at the bad guys.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
And then the carnival scene that came out of nowhere, like after he blows up the bad guys in the car, like after they're trying to blow up the school bus, then he goes to a carnival, walks over there, and everything's completely buttfuck quiet. And then you just see like a carousel that was blown up.
Yeah, because he can't save them all. And it's a great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. Go watch it. We're both going to give it a solid 8. Is that what you want to give it?
Yeah, surprisingly, this one gets the Octagon rating.
Yeah. I give it an 8. I give it an 8 as well. Great movie. Thank you, everybody, for this. I don't know what we're going to do next, where we might, like, I don't know, man. Do you want to, we could end Chuck Norris month here and goddamn fucking move on to something else, because, like, there's no fucking, Jesus fuck, how do you, like, there's no other movie better than this movie. Like, this is probably one of its best movies.
I don't know what we can top this with, other than just watching every episode of Walker, Texas Ranger.
I'm not,
because that's the only thing that can be probably a bit more bonkers.
I'm not watching
than this.
all of Walker, Texas Ranger. Like, that's like a fucking marathon, and it's like, no.
We're not those kinds of YouTubers who go to college and have plenty of time to watch an entire series and then make a 1 hour YouTube video of every single episode.
Yeah, that would take us for fucking ever. And as much as I wouldn't mind doing that, like, I'll do that for some things. Like, I might do that for an orphan marathon, which is something I want to do, where I do an old versus new. But there's no goddamn fucking way I'm doing 26 episodes to 140 something. Yeah, I'll take the 26 episodes. Thank you very much. Like, no, thank you.
I do 1 season of an anime. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's about it. Maybe 2, maybe.
But we are considering to do an anime, like an OVA from the 80s.
Yeah, we're talking about a couple of them, actually. And so I'm actually thinking of doing a Battle Angel Alita, old versus new. I'll have to get him the Battle Angel Alita. But that's one. We're also thinking Beavis and Butthead marathon of the 2 movies. So write in the comics, write in the comments what you want to see.
Do you want to see A, Beavis and Butthead Invasion America?
No, you want to see another Chuck, you want to see Missing in Action? 1, you want to see another Chuck Norris movie, Missing in Action 2, good guys wear black. 2, B,
Delta Force?
I don't know if I'll do Delta Force. I'm not a fan of Delta Force. 2 will actually do the battle new versus old, the anime versus the live action movie of Battle Angel Alita. That'll be vote B for Battle Angel Alita, or C, Beavis and Butthead.
B for battle.
C for Beavis and Butthead. We'll do Beavis and Butthead for two cockheads. So we'll do Beavis and Butthead do America, and then Beavis and Butthead do the universe. So choose now. Like, sub, and subscribe. And hey, thank you, everybody. We're seeing some nice video turnouts. We're hoping to see more. I need a lot more subscribers so I can pay this guy, so we can do more stuff. All right, have a good one.
Later.